My dear friends, today I will be discussing on hypertensive emergency. So, hypertensive emergency is a medical condition or is an emergency situation or a medical emergency condition that arises because of hypertension or very high BP and associated with life-threatening sign symptoms of organ damage or various organ involvement or multi-organ involvement. And the blood pressure in this situation can be defined as a malignant hypertension with systolic by diastolic blood pressure more than 180 by 120. So it can be more than that also. So it is a situation. So hypertensive emergency is a medical emergency which arises because of malignant hypertension, but when it involves multiple organs and leading to various sign symptoms of involvement or manifestation of various sign symptoms. That time we call it hypertensive emergency, as it is a very much medical emergency and the demand of the time is to lower the blood pressure so as to prevent the various organ of the body. Now, if the sign symptoms cannot be prevented or if you cannot prevent the disease or hypertensive emergency by medicines, then it can lead to damage to the various structures or organs of the body because of high blood pressure or malignant blood pressure. So that is the concept of hypertensive emergency. Now, what are the sign symptoms of hypertensive emergency? It includes headache, nausea, vomiting, and chest pain, kidney and involvement sign symptoms like passing of protein through urine, then passing of blood through urine, acute kidney failure, loss of urine output or lack of urine or very low urine output, then abnormal heart rhythm, anxiety, altered mental status, abnormal sensations, nosebleeds, dyspnea, vertigo, and so on. So various sign symptoms can be there. The patient may complain with various sign symptoms, and as soon as the high blood pressure is recorded, then we can understand the correlation of the effect of hypertension on various organs of the body, and which may be because of the malignant hypertension when the blood pressure crosses beyond 180 by 120. So this is this situation or medical situation, we call it hypertensive emergency, when the patient of hypertension or malignant hypertension present with various sign symptoms of involvement of multiple organs because of hypertension. Now, besides, patient may also present with cerebral infarction in 25% of the cases. The patient may also present with pulmonary edema leading to dyspnea or difficulty in breathing because of complication of hypertension. Besides, patient may also have hypertensive encephalopathy. When hypertension persists for longer time or very high blood pressure more than 180 by 120, it affects the brain and leading to a condition known as encephalopathy, hypertensive encephalopathy. Besides, there is a risk of congestive heart failure when because of high blood pressure, heart cannot tolerate the pressure overload and the heart may go into a stage of failure. Besides, intracranial bleeding or hemorrhagic stroke may occur when blood pressure is very much high. Besides, aortic dissection or rupture of the wall of the aorta may also occur because of hypertensive stress and strain on the vascular wall, and it can also lead to preeclampsia or eclampsia of pregnancy. So that is pregnancy oriented complication leading because of hypertension. Now, how to investigate? Investigation or how to diagnose is by doing blood pressure measurement. So BP checkup is very much important. Besides, we can go for kidney function test to see the effect of hypertension on the kidneys. We can see the sodium, potassium, creatinine, urea, and so on. We can go for blood sugar estimation to check whether there is patient is diabetic or not. We can check for chest X-ray to see whether the heart is enlarged or not, or whether it has involved the lung also or not, or it has lead to any pulmonary edema or not. So these things to check, we need a chest X-ray to see whether there is cardiomegaly or enlargement of heart because of hypertensive effect on the body. Besides, we can also do eye checkup Eye checkup is also very much important actually, because hypertension may leads to retinopathy. So retinopathy may occur, we call it hypertensive retinopathy, and in case of hypertensive damage to the retina, cotton wool spots type of presentation can be seen in ophthalmoscope or fundoscopy, and sometimes eye examination may also show papilledema when the optic disc is observed. So retina checkup may show cotton wool spots or hypertensive retinopathy or papilledema, and that should be done by an expert ophthalmologist. Besides, we can go for checking T3 T4 level, whether there is any hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism, and we can check for adrenaline level, non-adrenaline level, to see whether the malignant hypertension is because of any tumor like pheochromocytoma or because of hypersecretion of adrenaline in our blood. Now, what are the causes of malignant hypertension? The number one causes is that it is mainly because of discontinuation of antihypertensive medication. If person who is on antihypertensive drug or taking drug for prevention of hypertension stops the drug, then suddenly the pressure will rise, and it may lead to the malignant hypertension and may lead to hypertensive emergency, and we call it hypertensive emergency situation. Beside pheochromocytoma, it's a malignant tumor of adrenal medulla leading to the oversecretion of adrenaline, noradrenaline, catecholamines, and catecholamines, all of you know, it causes hypertension because it raises the blood pressure by increasing the force of contraction, it increases the heart rate, and it increases the conductivity, and because of all these things it increases the blood pressure. Besides, there is some risk factors like collagen vascular disease may also lead to hypertensive emergency. Drug abuse like cocaine, amphetamine, these are the drug abuse most commonly used, cocaine and amphetamine. These abuse of these drugs can also lead to malignant hypertension. Besides, glomerulonephritis is a kidney problem, and head trauma, accident and trauma to the head may lead to malignant hypertension leading to hypertensive emergency. Besides, hyperthyroidism may also lead to that. Another important cause is renovascular hypertension. So some secondary hypertension because of kidney origin may lead to malignant hypertension, which has crossed beyond certain limit and presenting with various signs and symptoms of the involvement of various organs. So these are the various causes. It may be because of discontinuation of any antihypertensive drug, it may be because of pheochromocytoma, it may be because of hyperthyroidism, it may be because of collagen vascular disease, it may be because of drug abuse like cocaine, amphetamine, it may be because of glomerulonephritis, it may be because of head trauma, hyperthyroidism already discussed, or it may be because of renovascular hypertension also, or hypertension which may lead because of kidney failure or kidney involvement also. Now we'll be discussing what are the complications of hypertensive emergency. Now, if the hypertension is not treated, in spite of diagnosis, if the hypertension is not treated with proper antihypertensive therapy or antihypertensive medication, then it may lead to various complications. It may lead to, number one complication is, it may lead to acute end organ damage. It may lead to damage of the kidney leading to kidney failure. It may affect the heart and may lead to heart failure, and it may lead to the stroke. In brain, it may lead to the stroke or cerebrovascular accident and so on. So it leads to acute organ damage, and heart and kidney are more sensitive organ and they may be damaged because of hypertensive situation. Besides, hypertensive encephalopathy may be caused also. So another important complication of malignant hypertension or hypertensive emergency is hypertensive encephalopathy. So if hypertension persists for longer time, then it may affect the brain leading to encephalopathy. So we call it hypertensive encephalopathy. Besides, it also increases the risk of cerebrovascular ischemia or ischemic stroke or simply stroke. Besides, it also increases the risk of hemorrhagic stroke or intracerebral bleeding or intracranial bleeding, which may increase the risk of death also. Intracranial bleeding, when the pressure is very much high, leads to a severe bleeding of large volume, and which ultimately responsible for increasing the mortality of the patient. It may lead to myocardial infarction or heart attack or cardiac ischemia or myocardial infarction because of hypertensive emergency. It may also lead to left ventricular dysfunction, because when the ventricle of the heart is the is the main ventricle which is responsible for pumping the blood against the systemic arterial pressure. Now more, if the resistance is more, if the blood pressure will be so much high, then heart has to pump in higher pressure so as to overcome the blood pressure, peripheral blood pressure. And that's why it creates a much stress or tension on the heart wall, and it may ultimately leads to left ventricular dysfunction, and which may also lead to left ventricular hypertrophy and even left ventricular failure also. It may lead to acute pulmonary edema also. When the left ventricle cannot contract properly, some of the blood may be always there on the left ventricle, and because of its back pressure, it may already increase the pressure through the pulmonary capillaries, through pulmonary veins, and ultimately may lead to pulmonary edema in case of severe or malignant hypertension. Besides, it may lead to aortic dissection. What is aortic dissection? It is nothing but rupture of the wall of the aortic vessel, or the tunica media, and tunica contains smooth muscle in the aortic wall. The smooth muscle may be teared, undergo rupture or teared because of the hypertension or persistent hypertension for longer time, may lead to aortic dissection. There is another complication like acute kidney failure, because when the systemic blood pressure is very much high, then autoregulation of the kidney cannot play important role. That time the renal blood flow may be altered, it may affect the GFR, and ultimately it may damage the nephrons, leading to acute kidney failure. Beside, I already told that in retina or in retinal vasculature, hypertension may create high blood pressure on the retinal wall as well as retinal arterial wall, which leads to retinopathy. That is called hypertensive retinopathy. We see papilledema as well as cotonou spots when observed under fundoscopy. Besides, it also leads to microangiopathic hemolytic anemia. One of the important cause of or complication of hypertensive emergency is microvascular or microangiopathic hemolytic anemia. And beside that, it may also lead to eclampsia, which is a complication in case of pregnancy, and which may lead to death also. Both maternal and newborn may die in case of eclampsia of pregnancy, which is a serious medical condition for gynecologists. They should be handled with care and cautious. So these are the various hypertensive situation and complication that may caused by hypertensive emergency. So now, how to manage? Now hypertensive emergency have to be managed very small amount of time, within very small amount of time. Otherwise, it may lead to the various complication just already mentioned. It may lead to end organ damage. It may lead to the hypertensive retinopathy. It may cause encephalopathy. It may lead to the stroke. It may lead to cerebrovascular accident or heart attack and multiple organ involvement. So before causing so much complication, we have to lower down the blood pressure, and so that it does not harm the other systems or organs of the body. That's why calcium channel blocker like nifedipine, then nicardipine, then amlodipine plays an important role in fast lowering down of blood pressure. And beside that, other drugs can be given depending on the signs, symptoms, and clinical manifestation. And if there is any superimposed medical condition, we have to treat that also, so that it does not create malignant hypertension or hypertensive emergency anymore. So these are the treatment of hypertensive emergency. We have to lower down the pressure to normal level or near normal level, so that it does not cause multiple organ involvement or multiple organ damage, by giving powerful anti-hypertensive drug like calcium channel blocker. It is very much effective. That is nifedipine, nicardipine, amlodipine, and so on. So again, I am telling, hypertensive emergency is a medical emergency situation where malignant hypertension create a life-threatening situation with manifestation of signs, symptoms of the multiple organ involvement and multiple organ damage because of malignant hypertension. And here the blood pressure rises above 180 by 120. That is systolic blood pressure is more than 180, and diastolic blood pressure is more than 120, and it may cause severe complication leading to multiple organ damage. In kidney, it may lead to acute kidney failure. Heart, it may lead to heart failure. In brain, it may lead to cerebrovascular accident, ischemic stroke, cerebrovascular accident, hemorrhagic stroke, intracranial bleeding. It may lead to hypertensive encephalopathy, and so on. And we have to manage with proper antihypertensive drug like calcium channel blocker, which act very fast, and thus it helps in lowering down the blood pressure and ways to prevent the organ damage or various sign symptoms of organ damage. Thank you very much.